The women of Robotech.
It's Dana Sterling, daring Robotech squadron leader, battling the enemy on her hover cycle.
Dana, look out!
But when the fighting's over, Dana has time for a workout. Then she goes to a fabulous party.
Dana, you look so pretty.
Women of Robotech, living the life of adventure.
Isn't she neat?
Dana Sterling comes as shown. Other outfits and accessories sold separately. New from Matchbox.
Well, I have a pitch for like, you know how Marvel pitched their next 20 years? I have a pitch for like the next 10 years for this movie.
Interesting.
Because it already created a world, right? So like what Phil was saying, like this is gonna be the KCU or the KDH, the K-pop DHCU cinematic universe.
I love it, and we will definitely get into that. And so for anyone new here, real quick, we're going into our Writer's Room segment. What exactly is that? Well, we are a writing-based channel, and this is one of our creative writing exercises. We take whatever we analyze this week, which happened to be K-pop Demon Hunters, and we all are bringing about 2 ideas to brainstorm together, and that'll be half of the segment. And then when it's time to move into the outlining, our showrunner, who is Phil today, will decide which pitch we're going with, and we will outline our pitch. And so it's just like a fun activity of like, what would we do with these characters while still adhering and honoring all of the rules and the characters and the world that was established in the original film. So that's the activity at play. And we're about to dive on in. Now, Hermie, it seems like you're very eager to pitch today since you have your whole universe that you want to get into. Do you want to start us, or would you like Phil or I to go first?
Yes. It might be a hack, but I really think this now deserves origin stories. And because this one really focused on Rumi, I thought it was so interesting. Well, Rumi and also the lead of the Sanja Boys, I forgot what his name is or whatever.
I have it here. I have the names up. It's Jinnu or Jinno.
Yeah. And so I think it might be interesting to have an origin story of the other 2 girls, or the one interesting girl that I felt like needed more focus was it was like the girl that became her foster care. After the mom's Celine. It was like the former demon hunter.
Yes, the Celine.
Yeah. So like after Rumi's mom died, you kind of had this person that it was the only one that knew her secret. So I wanted more backstory on her. So if you do if it's the next 10 years, you do an origin story of the other 2 girls.
Yeah.
And then maybe her, and then maybe the origin story of Guima, which is like that king of demons that has that fire mouth or whatever. But I do think an origin story needs to be put here of like, how much more can we get into the world now we know the rules?
Yeah, no, that sounds great. So we got Zoe, who was originally from Burbank, that we can dive into, and she was like a very quirky, high energy, but she was in a spot that wasn't recognizing her talents. And then the other one was Mira, and Mira was very much a tough kid, maybe like a Yusuke Urameshi type, and she didn't fit in her Disney-like
black sheep kind,
yeah.
Well, I mean, what might be fun with that too is there a way of potentially what is the King of Demons name again?
Give me one moment.
Guima.
Yeah, Guima.
He gets a plan that they do a spell somehow that actually makes it so that they never got together. And so it would be fun if we're focusing on Rumi in the first one. It might be Zoe is a little bit of like the airhead, right? And the kind of the fuck up. It might be fun to focus on her and just her ability to be charming and sweet and caring about the others. That they overcome this dark spell, and maybe the other 2 have given up on their dreams of singing in this alternate reality. And she's the one who and they have to perform, right? Or they sing secretly and they don't want people to know.
I love that idea, Phil. Who are you leaning towards for the protagonist of that?
Zoe.
Who will be bringing the team back together?
Zoe.
Okay.
Yeah, because I always think it's funny to have a little trip tip, blah, 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 blah. A little tip for writing is it's always good to have your main character at a disadvantage, and like something like this complicated. It's like she's not the most strategic thinker. So like it is cool to have her have to like put this thing back together, because even maybe the concept is like Weema is having them separate because they can't take them down as a trio. But like if they're separate, if they don't have each other, then like they can pick them off.
I can also see Zoe making like strategical errors. So like,
Yes.
no, you don't understand. Like, we're friends in the other timeline. Like, here's all the things I know about you. And then they go, have you been stalking me? Like, Mira's kicking her ass.
Right, absolutely.
Mira's going to beat her up.
It's like, so wait a minute. So you've been following me for hours so that you can tell me that you are from another timeline dimension where we're friends, even though I've literally never met you in my entire life. It's like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
I love that line.
I think it is interesting to have the youngest member be the protagonist, because that was the one. Because like what benefited from the first movie was that like you had the leader going, like, this is the leader's story. I mean, you had to start there.
Right.
But now that you created this world, like, now let's see what it's like in the eyes of the youngest person in the group, and like for her to be so impressionable that she might be impulsive on her actions or whatever, and like that can really like give opportunity to, like, you know, all of her flaws. What you were saying about like having your character start out disadvantaged.
There's also a time bomb in play with this, because once Celine, the aunt, finds out that Zoe knows about Rumi's markings. Celine's going assassin mode.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And then
I do like
Celine's it's going to be
character. Yeah. I do like Celine's character a lot. Yeah.
And the other thing that's going to be interesting is that when Celine fights her, like, you have my moves, you have my training. How the hell is this possible?
Right.
Yeah.
Where did you get those daggers?
Yeah.
How did you steal them?
Yeah.
Because it seems like Celine is like a form of like an Obi-Wan Kenobi of like, or maybe she was the one that like really combined the K-pop, the Demon Hunter and the K, because she was a former K-pop idol. And so she's the one that I feel like she's got to be in all of these origin stories, because like without her in place, you kind of lose the history of what this world is, I think. You know? So I could say like you could do an origin story on her too, because like I feel like she's the one that's like the pioneer of like, oh, we can still be K-pop idols because all the other demon hunters are found and like dead or died or whatever. There was a way of like keeping that world sealed from the demons. I think that's what they were trying to do in the beginning.
Yes.
And because that seal was breaking off, so like maybe every other demon hunter that tried every other form of career or whatever you want to say, like it didn't have that wide reach that like a K-pop idol had.
Right.
Like an actor, was a demon hunter, and actor got old and out of relevance, or like a stand-up comedian, like, oh yeah, he got canceled, and then all of a sudden, like, whatever. So like the fact that like this lady was a K-pop idol and lasted through, or kept herself relevant until someone else took the torch.
Mantle.
The mantle. Yeah. So I do like, I think like she'd be a great origin story too. Like I think she's a strong contender.
Yeah, no, I love that. And then I guess if I could go into my pitch next, I have a basic bitch pitch, and then I got a cooler one that we're going to do in round 2. Right. And my basic bitch pitch is that there are just unanswered questions. Who's Rumi's dad? How'd they get together? How did they fall in love? These are going to be questions that Rumi wants answers to. And I think she's going to go seek them out, whatever that may look like. And also, I'm sorry, there's no way he's not coming back. He's got to come back. The love interest, what's his name? Jinyu's got to come back. There's no way he's not coming back.
I agree that he's coming back.
Will he come back as another boy, like as another artist, or will he come back as himself?
I think as himself.
Okay, like he he's just like
no,
doing
but we don't know if he's dead. Like we just know he got absorbed by the fire. We don't know how this world works. The other thing that we don't know about, like, so like I was watching like a clip of Jackie Chan Adventures the other day, and in Jackie Chan Adventures, the big guy, there's this big dragon guy, and he's like big buff, and is it Shenru or something like that? I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. He's big and scary, and he's like the big bad for like 3 seasons, and he's this big impending force. And then in season 4, he gets sent back to the demon world, and guess what? There are 11 other demons in there, and they can all kick his ass. And so, like, we don't know the demon realm well enough to just think that Guima is definitely going to be the strongest, biggest bad. And so, I don't know whether he's dead. I just don't. I think it was very sad, upsetting. It seemed like he died. But there's going to be several ways to bring him back. I don't think I'm just saying I don't think we're limited to reincarnation at this point.
I agree.
I'm just going to go with the unanswered questions in the notes.
Is there a way that we can send this to Sony? Because it is already greenlit, right? We can send this to Sony.
Is, yeah.
I mean, we're live streaming. I told them to get onto the call.
Yeah.
To get onto the stream. Okay, so, like, what do we think? What would we play around with her parents? Like, what do we think we can get at there? I mean, that's a good question, because, like, then we have to justify how they fell in love.
Well, it gets into, I mean, if we want to do it, we can get into a little bit of generational trauma, and then we can actually play off like, the distinction between the demon world and the human world, and how, like, what all led up to it. I mean, you can even have it. It's her father that's the demon, right?
Yes, her dad's the demon. The mom, I think the lore is that she died in childbirth or shortly thereafter. Like, she was raised by Celine. Celine did all the raising. Mom died shortly after Rumi's birth.
Yeah, I mean, there's some star-crossed to that. I feel like we should get a little bit deeper than just, they were star-crossed like lovers, because that's kind of like that is a little cliche. But
the dad could be alive.
Yeah, that's true. There's nothing that says he can't be.
I wonder if, like, maybe if the dad was a demon, then maybe he was like the practical one, while the mom was the dreamer and she was like an aspiring idol or something.
Yeah, I like that.
Then you can kind of play on those metaphors of, like,
Well, what I was going at, yes, anding you, where I see that is, the dad could just be like, no, we're 2 different worlds, we're 2 different things. And the mom's just like, that doesn't matter to me. Why the hell do I give a shit? I like you. You're better than you know.
I dig it if the dad is still in the demon world, and on some level he just, like, kind of drank the Kool-Aid on it, and he's like what you're talking about, Brian, where he's like, it's just separate. It's just separate. Like, you don't understand. Like, it hurts. Like, and we can even add a complication in that, like, he couldn't be with his.
He was starting to believe until she died.
Yeah, exactly. And because of, he can make it up. Like, because of all of that, he's like, he can't even. He's like, I couldn't even be with my own daughter. Like, there's nothing that's saying that they can't do that. And it's like, that's what happens. Like, this is what happens when you mix things that aren't supposed to. It's oil and water sort of thing. And so he may not be a full-fledged demon. I mean, he's a demon, but he may be like, I'm trying to change it from the inside. And, like, that's the key.
I do really like that, like, there's something for Rumi to save there.
Yeah.
That's really good, Phil. Like, because then the dad is ultimately, he thinks that he's just trying to fix the world, but what he actually needs to do is heal.
100%.
Like that, and that's kind of can get into, like, the demons, like, what makes them become demons, like the inability to heal and move on, and to be, like, so focused on hatred and trauma.
Because you even see an image, like, his wife has just died in childbirth, like, you're hearing Rumi cry as she's being, like, taken up even by Celine. It could still be there. It's like that's had to happen for her own safety or whatever you want to do. And, like, and just seeing the darkness come over him as you see Guimon and, like, burning in the background sort of thing as his sort of, like, descent into where he is now.
I mean, then Celine could absolutely, like, lie about, like, no, he killed your mom.
Yeah.
And her interpretation is she'd be alive without the dad. And yeah, but, like, so what I'm saying is Rumi could have a bunch of, like, screwed up ideas of what she thinks happened and be dispelling that is basically what I'm getting at. And, like, the Celine could, like, when, like, he wanted to see the baby, like, he wanted to see Rumi, Celine could straight up threaten to kill him or, like, chase him away. She is a demon hunter.
Haven't you done enough?
Yeah.
Maybe, like, the sister made her promise not to actually kill him, like, something like that.
Yeah.
And so, like, she keeps her word, but she is finding every out.
She sees it as his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's really cool. All right, sweet. I think that is thoroughly brainstormed. Phil, you're up.
Yeah, so my pitch is that they have a song that doesn't hit. And so it's like, what
I love
happens when
that.
you get into a slump? Like, because we see them just like killing it in the first movie, right? Like, what happens when,
They kill it on every song.
right?
They kill it, yeah.
Exactly. What happens when they understand the life of a call girl?
You mean a one-hit wonder
Right.
ish? Well, yeah, one album wonder.
Right. And so, like, because it also has stakes in that, not so we can get into like sort of artist
Doesn't know.
journey. It has
Doesn't
artist.
matter how many win. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Brian.
No, you go first.
No, please finish the thought. No, please.
I was going to say is like it kind of piggybacking on your artist journey thing. It doesn't matter how many wins you get. You feel like a failure for the one that doesn't succeed.
100%.
They all kind of get erased away, and you have to actually do some reconciling of being able to accept that you can't always hit.
Right. And it has added stakes in that, like, the future of the world and humanity is at stake. And you can even play on like, well, okay, well, what is the problem? Why isn't it hitting? And you can also play off of like, who is it for, right? Maybe they get so big that like they're not, it's no longer for what it was for, right? Like it's become, maybe they went Hollywood, right? And so they have to get back to the core of their message, why they wanted to do it in the first place in order to, because if they don't, the world is doomed.
Well, usually in Asian pop, the fans are so fanatical, which reminds me of like the pilot I wrote for the program. They're so fanatical that like they are so engrossed in all of aspects of their lives that they can get canceled for like even the simplest trivial things.
Really?
Right. Yeah. So like lots of times and now with like it, I don't know if it's still called a thing, but netizens, these are like these internet fans are just like get obsessed about these like celebrities. They start like really like if one person's ugly or something, it really can like really perpetuate or if like someone like is dating somebody but didn't really like say or like they're not like revealing any like anything that like is very sus, it can get very blown up and like usually you'll see these artists like have to make like public apologies. Like they have to make like press conferences about like these like dumb things that they have to explain, even though like in American society,
we'll get
like,
there one day, Phil. We're going to get the apology podium moment one day, Phil.
You can date however you want here, but like over there, it's like, no, like it has to be a traditional relationship. You can only date one person at one time. So like if you're seen as someone who casually dates or whatever,
losers,
you get canceled really quick. So like I think it might be interesting too that like if you want to add on to a song not hitting, maybe if the Demons became paparazzi or something and they caught them doing that, they set them up or something, and then all of a sudden like, they fell from grace, and you're like, I gotta fight back. How do I fight the paparazzo who, really added to the fuel to the fire?
They become paparazzo and influencers.
Yes. Like they do like reaction videos and they just shit on all of their songs. It's such a big mob, the fan base, and they're very, I guess maybe fickle, but like they really are they're on the edge of every move that they make, that like they're very quick to judge and they'll snowball really quick.
Influencers that are demons, that's a metaphor after Phil's heart.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, sweet. Phil, did you want to flesh this one out more? Or do you want to pivot to Hermie?
Pivot to Hermie.
Okay, go ahead, Hermie.
Another pitch?
Yes, if you only brought one, that's okay.
Yeah, if you got it.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I think
not a test.
Yeah, like besides the origin stories, I like. I mean, there's gotta be something there without, because like K-pop right now is just singing. If they covered other aspects of like, besides demon hunting, there's gotta be some other folklore that there's hunters of, like maybe I don't know if it's like zombies or I don't know where I'm trying to go with this, but like some kind of like other.
Is your pitch, if I'm understanding it correctly, like okay, here's the bad version of the pitch, but this is like the only version of music that's coming into my mind. Is there like a mariachi equivalent that takes care of the chupacabra in Mexico? Like, is that
but I guess like not just music, but like if actors took care of whatever monster that is or whatever, and that the fact that like the demons and whatever monster team up, and then they have to like, because then you can encapsulate what K-pop is, which is not just singing. Like if you had acting and all these other things. So like, and maybe that's what my pitch is, like another form of entertainment performer, either an actor or whatever, and you have to team up with
K-drama.
the
K-drama
K-drama, like the K-drama actors have to fight the
K-drama Devil
zombies.
Slayer.
Yes, yes. And that like the demons teamed up with whoever the other monster is, and then now these two factions of K-pop have to join together, if that makes sense.
It does.
Okay, that works. Okay, so then for that to work, we need to know other Korean mythology. Or I suppose we could open it up to Asian mythology, or would that be not cool?
I mean, like, you could probably do ghosts. Oh, that's kind of like a demon, isn't it? Is a ghost a demon?
And they fall in similar buckets.
Yeah, like ghost spirits, or
There's
could it like
foxes are a big deal, right?
yeah, any
They-
kind of possessed thing, I guess.
Sweet. Anyone have anything else to add to this one?
no, I'm good.
Okay. So my second pitch is I want to do something where basically like an American influence comes in, and like a music producer, they are offering a new opportunity, like things like that. Probably going to likely push Bobby out. His name's Bobby, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, Ken Jeong.
Okay. Yes. And so actually, no, it's Bowen Yang. I thought it was Ken Jeong too.
Who does Ken Jeong play?
Ken Jeong's in
Ken
it.
Jeong's not in the movie. He sounds. Wait.
No,
Am
Ken
I
Jeong's
wrong?
in it. No, Ken Jeong's in
No,
it.
Ken Jeong is in it because he was
I
in
a
the
jacket?
he was in the promotion, like he was like in the red.
Oh my
carpet.
gosh.
Which what's interesting?
I
They haven't had a
just made such
theatrical
an
release
ass
of
out of
this
myself.
movie. Isn't that crazy?
That is wild.
There's no theatrical release, and they made
That is
all
crazy.
which is nuts.
Well, they are going to do a theatrical in order to get Oscar considered, but yes, there's been no wide release, which is crazy.
Yeah,
okay,
Bowen Yang
I
isn't
feel like-
in it because he's Chinese.
I feel like I made such an ass out of myself right now. I could have sworn, like I looked at IMDb and saw, like I feel like I walked into another dimension. Like I could have sworn I
Welcome
fact
to the
checked that.
Mandela effect.
I
That's
really
so
feel
much.
like I was Mandela affected. I'm
It's
so
okay.
mad
I
right now
mean-
because I legitimately remember that's Ken Jeong's voice, and I remember looking it up and
Yeah.
going, no, wait, no, it's not. That just sounds similar. Wow, I cannot believe I did that. I'm so mad at
we,
myself.
we all can sound alike, behind
Yeah,
as a voice
that's-
actor. So
Yeah, Ken Jeong is
Okay.
Bobby. That's
yeah.
So my idea.
Mhm.
Gosh, I hate myself. God,
You're good.
Okay, so the idea basically is that this American producer is basically going to slowly corrupt the group and turn it into a bastardization of itself. And so it's about this, for lack of a better term, capitalistic force coming in, basically buying the group and then corrupting it through making it become something that it's not, in order to benefit only itself. And it's a different type of demon to deal with.
Are you saying they're selling out?
I don't think they realize what they're signing up for. I don't think they're signing out.
That actually
selling
links
out.
up with what my last pitch was going to be, which was that they get so big that they get pulled in different directions, i.e., like they're doing commercials, modeling, they're doing stuff like that, and it's creating friction and division within the group itself. So they're being pulled in all different directions. They're losing solidarity and unit cohesion. So I feel like what you're saying is kind of similar. One can be a catalyst
yeah.
for one can be a catalyst for the other. Mine was just that
100%.
it was just that it happened, but you're kind of giving it like a narrative thrust that like it's an evil scheme.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think eventually you absolutely reveal that the American producer was a demon the entire time,
Yeah.
and he can be a higher level
Yeah.
demon. That's why he was able to hide it.
Yeah.
If the
You
if
think
the
I'd
American
show you my markings? Why would I do that?
Right.
so
They
if,
all. I put the markings on them.
Right.
That's so interesting you say that because like way back when I think Scooter Braun signed Rain. Rain is was a big performer because like he was married to my celebrity crush in high school. That's why I know about Rain. But anyway, Rain tried to make a jump to America, and I think he was the second, or maybe he was gonna be like it was a big promise that this guy, because he was so talented, he was gonna do things, and he was on Colbert Report that year, and then he had this American album. But it was because he signed with Scooter Braun that like it was supposed to hit, and that album tanked.
Wow.
And I think like he was only mentioned for that 1 month he was on Colbert, and then never did American music ever again. And there have been times where like that has happened, like someone that like is like the queen of like K-pop. Her name is like Boa. She's tried to come to America like 3 times and has never been able to hit. And it's because like she was too ahead of her time. But I
So
was like thinking
here's
like if you had a Scooter Braun type and you made him a demon, that is so funny to me.
I do love that he in Asian
Love it.
is a demon. But,
Yeah, and the fact that it's Scooter Braun, who like kind of is like a big time producer, but I do like that pitch a lot because like that is the trope of like here's this band that started out as like we love it for the music, and they get all commercialized, and then they all start hating each other because of their egos, and it's
yeah.
because that little demon that's like whispering to their ears are like, oh my gosh, did you see what she did? Like, that means like she's trying to take your place or whatever. And it's like, what?
And I'm
I
going
I
like
love
that
that.
pitch a lot.
I'm going to throw it out there. Is there anything in having it be a red herring that he is a demon and in reality he's like controlled by a demon? And because why I'm saying is like there's a lot of redemption in the first one. Is he just like a well-meaning white guy who's just like actually into it, and it just gets warped and perverted, and that's how he goes
Yeah,
evil?
I think the greed corrupts him, and then like I love that. Like the greed completely corrupts him, and he ends up falling in the hellfire.
Yeah.
Like
This
we
this
actually
might
watch someone fall, unless you do want to redeem him and then like get him back. I'm just pitching here.
I'm just
I mean,
throwing
But
stuff
yeah,
out.
no, I love that.
What do we think?
I
What
do
we think,
love that.
Herman?
I was gonna say it might be a different movie if you made him half Korean, half American, and then you're like, whoa, like the demon part is American.
It's the American part.
blood.
Well, I mean,
God,
that's the critique of the system, right? Because our system kind of consumes and bastardizes everything.
Right.
And that's, I think, the critique. So I'm comfortable with that metaphor.
yeah, because like there are managers that do that. Where like like
Yeah.
they know so much about the culture because that's what they grew up like
Well-
ethnically wise, but culturally they're American. They're like, I can bring that over. I can help bring that over, and
Well, and if
that could be something.
And if
tap
he's
into.
half, one that works with a roomie, and also two, you can play off of things like you can play off of like mixed tropes of like maybe the thing that even started his journey was he wanted to understand more about his heritage, and so that was again, it doesn't have to be redeemed, but like,
Yeah. Or he was also a failed artist. A lot of failed artists become reps, and
This
they're
is
like they still want to be the artist or whatever, and it's like, no, you gave that up, dude. Like,
Him like getting like a, I don't know, like a gig in a cover band that plays at the park once a week could be the thing that breaks him from his demon's hold.
Yeah.
Like, just that
Yeah.
little outlet.
yeah, I agree.
Because like
Because then you have a
that's
lovely scene at the end when you see him just like playing in the park with his like friends. He should have a diverse band, but
yes.
but like yeah, because he's just enjoying it, right? He's just there's actually a
Yeah.
movie that came out recently that this is not the same. Pools,
Yep.
I think it was what it was called, and it was a little bit about that. And I thought it was a really healthy message at the end in that you think that she's gonna like stay in college, but instead she just goes and makes it work as an artist playing the piano. And like you don't see her become a success. You don't see her be like the hottest thing. Like maybe she does. We don't know, right? That's not the point. But I do love the idea and the concept of like, why did you do it in the first place? Like, and just saying that like it's okay. Like, yeah, you can also just play a band. You can just play in a band at the park with your friends, and like that's also a success. That's also a victory.
You don't
Yeah.
have to be a fascist. Just
Right.
go play in the park. Like just chill.
Hitler, I
That just
saw your
reminds me
paintings.
of,
Hitler, I saw your paintings. They're okay.
If someone just put them up in one coffee shop, we would have avoided the Holocaust.
The problem though is, and this is the thing that people, I love that joke and that narrative and that frame that we do. Trevor used to do that, but he tried to get in the best art school. So he wasn't a good artist, and he tried to get into the best art school. So instead of like,
No, go
let
to
me
the
make it
mediocre
work.
school.
Right. Instead of trying to make it work, he decided to commit a Holocaust. So I don't even. I feel like
it's greed.
Right.
It's greed, dude. Yeah.
I feel like it puts the blame when I love that joke, but it's also like I feel like it puts the onus on society instead of where it belongs on Hitler.
I agree. Just go to the park, dude.
It's funny because like that just reminds me of like the early beginnings of Train. If you ever look up like Train the band, like they started out as a Bruce Springsteen cover band for a long time in San Francisco, and I guess they just loved it so much that they didn't expect to like That's why they never
Wow,
made their own music.
didn't know that.
And then all of a sudden, someone catches them singing
Now
some
we have
Bruce
Drops of
Springsteen
Jupiter.
song. Yeah, and then you have that. It's like, what? So that could be something that like a happy ending for that person if in the 80s, how they like freeze frame it and it says like what happened after the movie
Yeah,
or
right.
whatever.
I
Yeah,
don't
the music.
I
Yeah, they're
think
like
that
dancing and
sets
shit like that.
Yeah,
It's like was run over by a car 5 minutes later.
It's like, yeah, Scooter Braun died 5 minutes later.
I'm going to do a little bit of pushback because I think it sends the person that we're trying to speak to the wrong message if he does hit that train level of unexpected success.
Right.
I think he just needs to be content. He's jamming
yeah, of
everybody
course,
in
of
the
course.
park and
I
he's
was just
happy.
saying like it reminds me of
Yes.
of that. Yeah, that like if you just do things for the love of it and not expect
Yes.
anything.
Yeah.
That is funny. I really hope we put Scooter Braun. It has to like the character needs to be Scooter.
Let's call him Scooter Brown.
Scooter Half Brown. Yeah, Scooter Half Brown.
Scooter Half Brown.
Yeah, Scooter Half.
See,
Half
it's
is his
level.
middle
It's
name.
level.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Half Dash Brown. Like
Brown.
his
Yeah.
mom's name was Half,
Mhm.
and then dad's name was Brown.
Brown. Half
hyphenated.
Brown.
I love
Scooter.
that.
You guys are
Oh my God.
goofballs. All right, time for the outline.
Yeah, so let's see what we want. So which of these are we sparking with? And just so the audience knows, in my writers' rooms, I would just make a choice, like because this is a collaborative thing. We always like to get the room to like weigh in. So we're all trying to have fun here.
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing this quite a bit lately, but my 2 cents would be that I think you should pick the one that's you think is the strongest, and there's a lot that can fit in. We can
I agree with
interwoven
that.
with a few of these pitches.
I mean,
So I
I
guess
think I have a
what do you
favorite.
think is
and
the
it's not mine.
strongest space?
What's your
is
favorite,
what-
Hermie?
The last one. There's just so many good things about like that American producer being the devil, and I love it. I don't know. I really like it
The
because there's a
streets
good setup there.
The streets are
setup.
talking, but yes, you're right, bro. So we'll do that one, and we'll let the
Okay.
guests choose.
Oh,
And
thank
we
you.
will include. You're right. You are also right in that we will include. They're absolutely aspects
Whichever
that we're gonna
ones
put in.
fit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Little fun fact for everyone that's watching: that pitch. I had been struggling. What have we been trying to do? K-pop Demon Hunters for like 2 months now. I've been
Like
struggling to come up with a pitch. I came with that one this morning.
Well, that's how it goes, isn't it?
Wow.
When your deadline's up, you come up with stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Or you just crash and burn. But yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's being a true artist, isn't it? Like that was
Yeah.
a minor anecdote. I'll do my long story on that, my experience with that another time. But that's it. Like the difference between an artist who gets paid and like a person who says they're an artist is an artist when it comes down to the deadline, they perform. Like they're just able to do it. It's one of my favorite moments in the finale of The Studio is like they're all totally fucked up and on mushrooms and then they just get out there and hit their marks like it's like
They're pros.
They're
They're
pros.
a pro. Yeah.
Dave Franco gives a perfect speech, completely shit-faced and hammered.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, right. That's being a pro, right?
Yes.
That's what you do because that's what it takes.
Yeah. If it is your calling, like you have to have a sensibility to be, good at it. I think
Mhm.
like, I mean, I'm not usually the one to be like, oh, that person's bad. Like, cause like everybody's arts and abilities are different, but like when the time comes, like, are you the one that's going to be like able to face it and like overcome it? Or you're going to be like, kind of like, okay, I was just an aspiring artist. I don't want to be,
Right.
you know?
There was
So-
I met Michael Nuri, who was in Yellowstone and
Oh.
Flashdance. Really nice guy. And he was talking about he was in a play, Nefertiti, in the 70s. I think I forget specifically was like he broke his leg or something like that on stage. And
Oh
he
my
finished the show. And then he went to the hospital. And he went to the fucking hospital. He just finished it. It was like, all right, I'll see you later. I'm going to the emergency room.
Wow.
But that happened to Jackie Chan too in Police Story. He
Oh yeah.
he gets like 3 burns.
Dude,
and
he gets a sock. He puts a sock over his cast, and he still does the movie.
right.
Like,
And then
like,
they just
and the
and then,
sock is like a painted shoe. It's so funny.
right, and then
Yeah.
they just take it, and then they okay, cut. Okay, I need to go to the hospital right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I can't have any more Vicodin. I need to go to the hospital.
All right, cool.
Where are we starting, Phil?
So I guess let's see. I guess we're starting in their glory. Or no. We're starting with Where Are They Now? Behind the Music. We're starting with a retrospective on the K-pop demon hunters.
I love Behind the Music. Oh, man, that's good.
What's the name of their actual band? Huntrix.
Huntrix. Yeah. Because it's not that on the nose, right? Because the audience is dumb. They don't know that they're hunters.
Come on, I'm sorry. If there's a band like this, that'd be your thought. They must be hunting demons. Like, come on, you want to piece that together from the name.
Well, they didn't care that like demons are like this such boys.
No, they didn't give a shit.
Yeah, they were like, okay, all right.
Because I'd like to do this as a framing device, and we'll have it. We can go back to the behind the music multiple times. I do think we play it in real time, right? So we start with that, then we go to like them being good, then the breakup, and we break it up. And because I think that we have a very nice reveal at the end where and that's the story of how they broke up. Rumi is doing this, Zoe's doing that, Mira's doing that, and then we pull out and we see that it's the demons watching it, and that's how. And then they look to oh my god, who is our agent's name? Scooter Half
Brown.
They go to Scooter Half Brown, and they're like, "Great job, Scooter!" And that's how we reveal that he was like the villain. And they're like, "Great job,
Scooter Half Brown." Oh my gosh, Sony! I know Sony's listening. This is golden. This is golden. The song. Oh my gosh, Brian, you have to write Scooter Half Brown.
So,
I can't.
Brian?
I can't follow. I can't follow producers.
Yeah, I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, you got to put it in caps too, because it's the first time we see him.
That's true. That is true. Scooter Half Brown.
Oh
Dash.
man.
Well, if there's a dash.
A dash. It's hyphenated. His dad's white, his mom's brown. Oh.
There you go.
There you go.
There he is. There he is.
I am shutting up during this joke, is all I'm saying. I have no part of this joke.
I love it. No, you have the half part.
Okay, so you don't want to hide the ball at all when they're meeting him that
No.
they don't know, or that the audience doesn't know that he's a demon.
No, I do.
We're just revealing that.
No.
Sorry.
So what I want to do is, sorry, you were typing. So what I want to do is like pop back in on this. I want to play it in real time, but I want to pop back in on this as a framing device, and then when they're broken up,
no, I got you now.
We pull out and we see that the demons are watching it, and then it's like, "Great job, Scooter!" And then he's like, "Oh," and he's like, "Oh."
That's on me. No, absolutely.
You were typing. No, I understand. Yeah, no, that's how I want to reveal that that's who
Awesome.
He's the one.
Awesome. Okay. All right, great. So where are they now? Then we go back in time. We're going to do a back in time.
Yeah.
Rewind.
By the way, I told someone about our Fast and the Furious idea the last time, and they're like, I would totally watch that. You remember that?
Yes. That was our Weird Al Naked Gun writers room, and everyone should go check that out because it does not have enough views. It is such a good writers room.
And a great thumbnail.
Yes, it is a phenomenal thumbnail.
That was a good fucking thumbnail. I'm mad.
That was a good one. I was like, damn. That was my first one too. I was like, wow, wow, that was really good.
Okay, so then we rewind. They are on world tour, and
they're chilling. They're popular. They're eating.
Things are perfect.
They're eating like pigs.
Yeah. They're just eating ramen, and their high metabolism doesn't make them any fat. Like,
I just
love it.
Makes you. They go into an all-you-can-eat restaurant, and then they go in there and they flip the sign around out of business.
Oh yeah.
True saying feast.
That's the one thing that it's called banchan, right? All those small vegetable dishes, like you can just eat that for days because it's like it's not fat. It's like just healthy vegetables that are pickled and spiced. So, so good.
And so I think that Bobby's there, and then he's like, I think that we see Scooter, and he's like, "Hey, dork."
Yeah. Hey. I'm sorry, Bowen. No, it's Bobby.
Right.
Okay. Sorry. So
I like that Bobby's so weak that he's just going to get strong-armed by this guy.
Oh, 100%. And
Yeah.
Like
so
he's gonna make him think that it's his idea to bring Scooter on.
100%. And so then then Bobby comes in, he's like, "Oh, hey." And she's like, "Oh, crap, we're out of money. I guess we'll have to release a new single." And then he's like, "Actually, that guy picked up the tab." And so that's how we introduced Scooter. And he's like, "Thanks, I appreciate it." I feel like he even pushes Bobby aside. He's just like, he's like, "Scooter
yeah,
Hepburn, the
that
name."
cartoon way, just yeah. Oh, Bobby.
And he's like, "You guys are doing great, but I think you guys could be even better." He's like, "That sounds like," and then Bobby's like, "I feel like that's managing and I'm the manager." He's like, "I feel like you should shut up and like pay the bill." Here's the Amex.
I feel like you should shut up. Here's the black card. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh,
And
that's
then
so
Mira's,
funny.
and they're like, "What? I hate this guy." And the Mira's like, "No, he's a little edgy."
Yeah,
He's like, "We don't."
I totally relate to that
Mhm.
guy. And it's funny, like, why would it be just like gives gifts and it's like whatever they really like? Like,
Oh, that's it. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, because at first they're like kind of turned off because he's like shitting on
Yeah.
Bobby, and then he like
He's
gives
like,
them
"No,
gifts, like,
like-
"Oh shit."
yeah, like one's like a dark, like gothic Labubu, and then one's like some like Hello Kitty thing for like
You're shit.
the youngest one, and then oh my gosh, it's like you know me, Scooter.
Yeah,
It's like I do.
yeah. Mirror has like,
Well, maybe that ties into how maybe there's someone this demon has access to that is providing this intel. I don't know if it's Jinyu, or
You wouldn't
it's
think like
somebody
he was
else.
just poaching him, like because like there are people that poach. There are reps that poach all the
No,
time.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, if we wanted to do a cool reveal here, because we have all this, like, backstory stuff that we planned out in the brainstorming, I'm just saying, like, is there someone that the demon got that would be interesting that they're pulling this information from? That's all I was pitching.
Okay.
That'd be a fun reveal that he's got somebody. He's got Jinyu locked up in the basement.
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to think of who that would be.
The aunt, Celine,
Celine.
Gotta be
she
someone
was
that's not
kind of
a demon
exiled
hunter,
from the
right?
group. I'm sorry?
Well, if Celine was a former demon hunter, she would have much more ability to not be?
How strong is this
Capture her.
demon?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the powers I feel like that we're giving him are a little bit more coercive, right? So it is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
possible that like he kind of tricks her.
Yeah, yeah.
It is awful how she shunned you. You were trying to protect her.
Yeah, that's real.
Like,
Yeah.
why would she do that?
Also, babe, you're beautiful.
She doesn't deserve you as an aunt.
You should be in movies. I feel like that's always his trick. It's like he absolutely does that. Like he negs them, and then
Yes.
he just like offers them something. He just like offers
Yeah.
them something.
Yes, like
Oh,
maybe
I
he has to
showed
next-
someone your tape and like they loved it. Like
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
she should have. How old is Celine in the movie? She
Why
Gotta
she got to be
be
pushing
30s?
40s, right?
40s. And if she was not failed, but like a former artist, maybe she got history with Scooter, but didn't know that Scooter
Well-
was a demon. That's just
Well, I
Because-
mean, yeah, that's a good long-term play. And I imagine that the mom was in the band too, that Celine probably was one of the trio. And that actually gives us like one, guys, if Rumi's mom and Rumi's aunt were 2/3 of the trio,
or
the third
5.
one?
You don't have to make it 3, but yeah, like if they were in the group, right? If they're in one group.
I thought it had to be 3. Because the original were 3. I thought it was always 3 demon hunters.
I thought you were just talking about like just a typical K-pop group.
No, I'm talking
Okay.
about the demon hunter group that protects the world, because we know her mom was one. The
Yeah.
aunt very likely was one. And what I'm bringing up that we missed, that we haven't talked about yet, there's a 3rd demon hunter that's unaccounted for.
Oh, I didn't know it always had to be 3. I just thought it was just like they just.
I might be assuming this based
somehow-
on the lore.
I like the concept though. I mean, I don't know if that's stated. There are a lot of things they don't state in the movie, but like I
Yeah.
like that. I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I want Celine
Sorry.
because we should absolutely have like a flash. We should play her tape or something like that. And I want to see her like 80s out. She's like an 80s.
Yeah.
Like K-pop idol.
Yeah.
And she's got like a ponytail to the fucking side.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Kind of like Robin from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Where like she sings about the mall or whatever.
Right,
Um,
exactly.
But
I got
do.
a pitch.
Oh yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. If I could hop in real quick. Thank you so
Please.
much, Hermie. The mom's radicalizing moment. What if she witnessed a demon hunter team up with the demons, and the demon chose to protect her. That would show her that everything that her and Celine were raised to believe in was a bunch of bullshit. A demon hunter was corrupted, and this demon over here protected me. What do you mean that we have to kill him?
Yeah, I mean, because there's lots of derp cats, derp tiger, but derp tiger's not malicious. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So that would be, and then the demon that protected her, I was pitching would be, I wasn't clear enough. That's the dad.
Yeah, no, I figured that. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Well, it's like when we talk
we
about
are
on the show.
establishing that Scooter has the history with Celine, right? Like Scooter was, maybe they started out together now. Like he was like maybe that's why Celine's.
I love the idea that there was like a 30-term undercover play. I do like that.
Like they started out together, and then like maybe he also broke up that group, and then Celine's like, "Oh no, it's you again," like, you know, and then she gets kind of like put into the basement before she tells the other group like, "Watch out for that guy," you know?
Yeah, and then she has no credibility.
Yeah, because she's a failed artist. What do you know? You don't have any success.
Oh no, I meant because she made Rumi feel awful about herself.
Oh yes,
she has no credibility with
yes,
Rumi.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, sorry, I was very into the numbers. Forgot about everything else.
So okay, that's really cool.
I think he gives him the getting back into the story. I think he gives him the gist. He's like, "Oh, hey, I'm not. Just come by my office and we'll have a chat." Like, no press. And they go, and it's like literally like CAA.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be like something amazing. Like
yeah.
CAA.
They're like getting massages and shit. They're like giving him massages in like the lobby and shit.
He could entice Rumi to leave the group because, like, you know, I know a lot about this industry. I'm pretty confident I could figure out what the heck happened to your parents.
Yeah, like, I think that's I agree. I think that's like his long-term play, right? Like little by little break them apart. And I think that Rumi's a good starting point with that.
I mean,
and like he needs to like
Beyonce leaving and being solo. You know,
except then she became the most famous artist on the planet.
It's like, oh, that was a success. Oh,
that worked. That ended up being
that worked.
And we keep trashing Celine in this, and it might be well deserved, but Celine could have like the producer could like reveal secrets that Celine knew about placing the other two, Mira and Zoe, and secrets Bobby had. And so like the reveal in the first movie was them learning that the main girl, Rumi was keeping secrets, and now she's learning the secrets the others have kept from her, or some sort of nefarious way that the group was set up that was kept from her. And
I feel like
that could then further break them apart.
Yeah, because I feel like, I love all that. Number one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as it's kind of forming and formulating, it's almost kind of like, has anyone ever had a girlfriend or boyfriend or them friend who like just isolated you from your friends?
Yeah.
I think that's what he does. I think that's his tactic, and he uses whatever.
Yes.
And like all of this is kind of like what you're saying is like that's the backstory that we would play into so that we can learn more about her father and her mother and all of that sort of stuff. But I feel like his tactic is always like just enough to pull you away from your support group.
Yes, 100%.
You know, I mean, this is fiction. These sorts of things never happen in real life, but.
Yeah, and I think like maybe to add to the conflict for Zoe and Mira, like, if Scooter was also like a shape-shifting person, where like he had assistants that were also on his side, and they kind of like fed into like all the gossip to like kind of spread him apart even more or whatever.
Let's make let's make them foxes then. I mean, in Korea, that's a big deal in Korea. Is like shape-shifting foxes,
like the 9-tailed fox. Are we talking about? Or?
Yeah. So in like Korean and Japanese lore, they have like the foxes and they shape shift in order to like trick people. But it's kind of fun if he's like a fox demon. And like you say, all of his assistants are shapeshifters, so they can be multiple characters throughout. But like he never changes shape. He just changes who he is. Like
it reminds me of isn't there a Pokemon that has 9 tails? No.
Yes, it's called Ninetales. No, yes.
That's fine. Yeah. It's just called Ninetales. Okay. I was like, what is it called? 9tails. Oh, duh. Yeah, I like that. He's a fox, and like he's like so sly and schemy. That's how foxes are. Love that. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we got it set up, the big conflict. So I guess what gets us into Act 2? Would it be like Rumi starting a solo career?
And I think Act 2 is like them just breaking out. And now they're like doing things, they're doing commercials, they're doing modeling gigs. And I think that like Rumi going
Oh, so
solo
they
is.
don't even know. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, are you saying, wait, so what are you pitching that
No.
like
Sorry. So
No, go ahead,
sorry.
please.
No. I thought I was pitching that we just go straight into her solo career. But if I'm hearing you correctly, what you're pitching, which I like better, is that they don't even realize they're breaking up.
Yes.
Like he's
Yeah.
so successfully separating them, sending them off on their own
Yeah.
adventures. They don't even realize what's happening.
That's right. Yes.
That's what I originally
love that.
gathered.
Yeah. That's what
Okay,
that is
I'm a
100%
dummy.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You're good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he's a
Yeah.
fox, right? He's sly.
Yeah, because he's very manipulative and like kind of. I think that's what I was saying too. Of like, if he wasn't just one, like if he shapeshifted and just kind of just broke everybody out to just be so busy
He's their
that
whole
they
team.
never had. Like they first push out Bobby, and then all of a sudden, then they just get so
Yeah.
busy that they don't even realize, like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen like my friend in like so long.
I mean, also, like, it's like, I'm kind of imagining, like, a more serious Roger. Like, yeah, you're going to go talk to my guy in modeling. And then it's
That's
like,
fine.
he was the guy in
That's
modeling.
fine. Yeah, I
Like,
like that.
they're all
Yeah.
him. Every
Yeah, I like
time
that.
they send them to connection, they're him.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
And then, like, what I really like about that is, like, it's just kind of like a metaphor of the hollowness of, like, this economy and the system that's in place. It's all the same guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
He's a studio in and of himself. That's
Yeah.
true.
The fact that
Yes.
like he's able to do all these things while Bobby is one person that can't be at all these places at once, like that will of course like make Bobby quote unquote useless for them, especially with how busy they're
Bobby's
getting.
going to be so sad. He's going to have his whole confidence rocked.
Yeah,
and
I
shaken.
love it. He's gonna be like, well, is
Good.
there anything that I
Yeah.
can? He's like, oh, it's already handled. I have a guy that this.
Yeah,
Like, was
yeah,
there
yeah.
anything I can do? He's like, you can get coffee.
Yeah. You could take a spa day, like, oh my gosh, I could take a spa day? The girls always took a spa day.
That's interesting because he could use that against Bobby too. He's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know where Bobby is. Like he's
Yeah.
been
I
missing
love
all
that.
he's been missing all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Bobby's
I know.
been he makes Bobby seem incompetent. He keeps telling Bobby to go do other
Mm-hmm.
things, and then that's so good, Bill. I love that.
Because even with the shape shifting, if we want to bury the lead a little bit, if we want to keep it we could keep it obvious, or we can have him just do other personas. So, but either way, he's doing that, right? He's making Bobby look pretty.
Yeah.
So
Like
that he
that's what
isolates.
that's what I gathered, like him being a shit. Like if he's just everywhere, being all these other people, and what it makes sense that like a team of 10 versus one person.
Yeah.
Like of
Mhm.
course.
He's a man on a mission. So yeah, so they're getting super busy. Like
Okay.
they haven't seen each other in forever. Like they're on separate jets. It's like, I mean, and like we can even play it as being fun and cool, where he's just kind of like, well, I have to be in Beijing, you have to be in Auckland, and you have to be and you have to be in Pahrump, Georgia. And it's just like, well, I guess you're gonna need multiple jets. And they're like, well, we each get our own jet. So it's like it's enticing, right? Like it
Yeah.
seems cool, but it's actually eroding them.
Yeah, because
I
they
think
try to keep them
also-
apart.
When we get back to your reveal, when you do that, I would love like a couple flashback moments of like
Totally.
him subtly getting demons to stand down, or even like erasing them as they attempt to attack. Because what he's doing is he's going to make them rusty, so that when they get into the next fight and it does happen, they make
The real-
mistakes and they start arguing with each other.
Right, the real fight. Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
why were you there? Why were you in
That's
my
a
way?
real- that's
you
really
were in
clever.
my way.
What a really clever way. That's a really clever plan too, because then it's like then they will see like we're not just working well together anymore, and like
Mhm.
we can't even work together hunting demons.
Yes. And then boom, they're all separated.
And then we can have a sad
Okay.
Korean song, a sad K-pop song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're all just singing it and separated. The three of them.
I think it'd be interesting too, if,
Oh,
like
ooh,
not
ooh,
just
ooh, ooh.
alienating the artists towards themselves, but like even the fans are in certain camps of
Oh yeah,
here's Zoe's camp, Mira's camp, and they all like are all like against each other too. So like even if they try to
Mhm.
do a reunion, it becomes like
Oh,
a
the
wash.
They
fan
have
base
it
gets
should
toxic.
it
I
should
love
turn
that.
into a brawl. Like they're trying to do
Yes.
a concert and it turns into a
Yeah.
brawl. And like
Yeah,
the audience
like
just like
it's like
goes at it.
Woodstock '99 again. Like it's just
Yeah,
fires
right.
everywhere, and then the National Guard has to come in and stop everything.
I got a good clue along the way to like signal to the audience something's amiss.
Hmm.
Derp Tiger should hate Scooter.
Oh, that's fun. That's the only time he reacts.
Yeah.
He should hate him.
Well, he's not really he's not a demon, so he's like a shapeshifter fox. So like, you know, screw him. Derby tigers don't like
And he could be the
foxes.
one that like caused the third hunter. He could have been the one that convinced her to switch to the demon side. Scooter.
Yeah. Scooter
Yeah.
half brown.
Screw him.
Oh, what if he doesn't want Rumi?
I like that.
What if he wants no, hold on. He wants
Zoe?
Mira.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I do like
Oh,
Mira.
because yeah,
He thinks
yeah.
he can corrupt Mira. Hey friends, quick addendum here. I was a few days after the writer's room, I had thought about what we talked about and what we could do better, because that is writing, it is rewriting, it is making sure we come up with the best idea possible. And upon reflection, I think Phil was correct. It's Zoe that the Scooter half brown should be after, because there's a few reasons for this. Is that one, you could do this like really incredible parallel with the hunt tricks or the K-pop demon hunters that came before them, the group that Rumi's mom belonged into, and then there could be really interesting parallels. Rumi could be a parallel for her mother. Mira could be a parallel for Celine, and then the one that fell, the one that was corrupted, could have been the one they never expected, the character who is a parallel for Zoe. And then what you get out of that is this really powerful theme that you're not destined or bound by those that came before you. History does not dictate your future. And it really fits into Phil's theme of generational trauma. So Mira or Zoe could work really well for this, but I think upon reflection, if you look at everything that we're trying to do with the themes here, I think Zoe's the better target. And also she's the least expected one if we're not, as long as we're really subtle with how they are parallels for the K-pop demon hunters that came before them. And so that's the addendum. I'll be returning you to past Brian, Phil, and Hermie in a few moments. And of course, they're going to keep speaking as if Mira is the target, but no, in the rewrite, it would be Zoe.
Yeah,
And then that can be what Zoe and Rumi figure out and go to save her.
I like that.
I mean, that makes sense because
Or
like
even
I think
Mira can save
Mira is
herself.
the middle, right? Even I don't know what their
Mhm.
ages are, but I know Zoe's the youngest. But seems like Mira would be in the middle of the two.
That'd be good. Yeah, we think he wants Zoe. He's just getting we think he wants Rumi. He's just trying to get Rumi out of the way. He wants
Yeah.
Mira.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
That's really, really cool. That's such a good bait and switch, because we'll be setting it all up that she's getting these mysteries about her parents. And that could actually be the choice of like going into Act 3. Like she can go and get the information that she wants and finally solve this mystery of her parents, or she can go save Mira. She cannot do both.
I love that. Yeah.
Of course, you can't do both. Oh,
You never can.
yeah, I never
Sorry.
can. Unless you're Scooter half brown.
Well, and I think that's really nice too, thematically, in that kind of gets into the generational trauma thing. Is like, it's not about, you don't break the cycle by like being reductive and going backwards. You
Mhm.
break the
Yeah,
break the
yeah.
cycle by moving forward and engaging with life as it is, and not being held back and restrained by past trauma. And
We'll get the mysteries of the parents in movie 3.
love it. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
doing
that's,
the whole.
But we'll be
extended
baiting it the
universe.
entire time
Yeah.
and
I
giving
mean,
clues.
that's
Well,
that's year 7 of the 10-year plan.
That's
of the
Yes.
cinematic universe.
well, and we can
So-
hint at it. I
Yes.
say we even show like her dad and her mom in like a video or something like that, and then we do a post credits where we see her dad, like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
chained up or something. No, he's just there with him, and it's like your daughter, and the Demon King is like, your daughter is really causing me problems.
That's funny. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Like you need to get your girl in check.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, all right.
Oh yeah, because then once the producers, that's such a good. You're talking about like the end of the movie of like,
Yeah, the post
oh, I
credits.
love that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. Yes, and then reveal the dad.
Yeah.
Let me know if this is too much of a Deus Ex Machina.
Sony.
Yeah, Sony, and then just put Samuel L. Jackson at the end. That's what happens in every post credit.
Motherfucker.
He was like, "What?" He's like, "Movie's not done yet, motherfucker."
Let me know if this is too much of a Deus Ex Machina. It might make her too inactive. It might not work, but I was trying to think of a way to get Jinyu back. He could intervene, like she's going to get the thing, and then he can be the one that like reveals like this isn't what you think it is. Like he can appear back, but that just might be too convenient. I don't know. I don't think I like it the more that I say it.
I don't know. I like it if he's like a spirit or something like that.
That's what I was getting at, but like, is it too convenient because he's coming out of nowhere?
I mean, he would come back as an artist, right? And all of a sudden, he's rising up, and then Scooter's like, "No, like taking away our market."
No, I was more so he wasn't active in the story yet. I think I was more so pitching him as like,
Oh, okay.
coming at during like the all is lost moment to pull her back. But I think we had to make it more active.
I mean, he's got to show
I
up
don't
earlier
think-
if he's just only going to show up in the last.
Well, here's my wild pitch. I don't think it's a Deus Ex Machina if he doesn't appear to her. He appears to Zoe. And she's like, why
that could work.
why is my friend's boyfriend appearing to me?
I was never her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
That'd be funny.
So
Just
funny.
like, wait a minute, like we didn't really do anything.
No. Why
We
are
just
you with
met
me?
secretly. A few times.
You're supposed to be dead. No, it's more complicated.
Well,
then why'd you come to me, not Romy?
technically I am.
You have the cat right now.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yes. Yeah, I love
That's
that.
why he came to
That's
her.
why he comes to her. Right. Yeah. And that's the only way. It's like, so wait.
Like he's
The only way you
portal.
can manifest is through Derpy Tiger. He's like, the rules are weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will get into them later, but here's what you need to know right now.
And he goes, there's a lot of lore. I don't have time to get into it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that gets us Jinyu back. That fixes the activity problem. And then like he can tell her everything.
Right.
And like and that gets him back, but then we can watch
I was
Rumi
talking to your
solve
dead
it.
boyfriend. He was not my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the repeat of the same conversation,
Yeah.
same strategy to deflect.
It's like, why does everybody keep saying boyfriend?
You took his cat when he died.
Right.
Well, that was just like, where else was he going to live?
We're co-parenting. Like, we're co-parents.
Yes.
Yeah, because that way, because I hear you. Because yes, and just so
Yes.
For the watchers out there, like that's kind of how you. Because yes, him appearing to Rumi can work, and like there are definitely ways of doing it, but like to avoid making it like a Deus Ex Machina. Just like cause and complication, just create a complication ostensibly.
Yes.
So instead of being the obvious choice, which would be Rumi, like just shift it a little bit, and you'll still have the same sort of emotional resonance, but you will also it also makes it more fun, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, like we can even like come up with something like metaphorically. What about this? Like in this obsession to find out what happened to her parents, she's going into like this fog, like this demonic fog, and she's just going further and further, and there is no destination.
Well,
there is no way
Yeah.
out except turning back.
Yeah.
And she doesn't get it until like, I don't know, she can like figure it out internally in her head. We can watch some sort of sequence and whatever, and then when she's finally ready to accept she can't find this answer, Zoe grabs her hand.
I love that.
And now she's ready to come out. That solves the activity, that gets Zoe back to her, and now they realize this was all a plan to get Mira.
Yeah.
To corrupt Mira and turn her into a demon, and they need to move.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Okay, that gets us to Act 3. I guess unless we want to flesh out like what's happening with Mira. How is he like getting her? Because Mira is strong. She's quick to rage, but she is strong. So like how does he break her, I guess? So what trials is he putting her through? I feel like it might have to involve the family. As someone that gets very triggered when my family is attempting to bait me, I think the family's the key.
Okay.
Because then she has to reconcile this anger that she has for her family, but also the love and affection that she has for her family. Like she has to she struggles to reconcile that.
That makes sense to me. I'm trying to think of what angle that would be from, but I do like that. Well, she was the one who was the most anti-demon, right? Of the three of them.
It can be like, even after all this success,
Right.
when she goes home to visit, or like the producer, for reasons that she doesn't get scheduled family time, and then like even regardless of this world's success, they're embarrassed at the way she dresses around their friends. And mom is trying to like force her to like conform to.
Yeah, what if she's like, she comes from like a warrior, whatever her family are all warriors and all wearing like suits of armor and shit like that. And she's just wearing like her normal people clothes.
One moment. I'm just looking up her family real quick.
Is that already established? Her family? No, right? Like,
yes, it is. No, her family is established. I can show you guys real quick. That is her family.
And what does that say?
They're just.
And
obviously Mira.
Oh, gotcha.
Also had different outfits.
Yeah,
and
so
she
she's
is
like
the black
goth.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember this.
They're all like buttoned up and like very proper and respectful. They're conservatives. I mean, they're like a conservative family.
I missed this part of the movie. That's fair. Yeah, I like that. I mean, yeah, they just want her to like have a respectable profession. And so, I mean, the thing that you can play on that.
You're around our friends. You should put a dress on.
Right. Could you bring the?
But it should be like a time where like an event is happening within the family for her to be stepped away, right?
Right. Could you put the notes back up?
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Of course.
It's got to be like some kind of family event that she has to go. I mean, it doesn't have to be a sad, like a funeral, but something that like has kept her away from the other two. That maybe Scooter gave her the family time that he didn't give the others, right?
Well, or it could be that she's trying to prove herself, and like they want
parents could be trying to marry her off.
Yeah, they want her to be a doctor or something like that, and like this is like she's trying to get their approval to be an idol.
Yeah, just to like acknowledge the incredible things that she's doing.
Yeah.
And they just do not give a shit. Yeah, no, I love that. All right, so then I think that works. I think that's her catalyst, and that's for the producer to exploit.
And like, and then we can have, as I do like the idea of it being maybe she can have done a performance at some point and they were not happy. Could go piggybacking off what you said earlier, Hermie, and she just does it, and like her. Like, it just changes her family. Like, and they're just like, they're like so into it. They're just like, eventually, they're like, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, what could be even crazy is that, like, maybe it's Scooter that, like, created all these, like, family members, too. Or, like, maybe possessed them in a way. So, like, to just keep her stalled in the family. You know, because they're just regular people, right? If she, like,
it could be more so, like, it could be more so like his powers allow or force people to give into their worst impulses.
Like
yeah.
I like that. And I feel like they save the family. Like maybe that's because that can be the emotional stakes of the final battle. Because I hate like world ending. It's like, oh, and then everything's gonna blow up. Like I feel like it's better if it's just kind of like, let's focus in on it. And make it emotional, and they save the family, and they're just like, oh my God, that was so great. It's like, oh yeah, happy to have saved you. It's like, oh yeah, that the demon heist said that was great, that was fine, but the music,
it was so extravagant.
Right?
How'd you do the light show? Where'd you get the lights?
Yeah. I like that because then it also
that's a little cartoony,
but it keeps perpetuating that like the humans have no idea that all these things are happening.
Yeah, totally.
Because that's what it is, right? Like, all these fights.
The demons would be like the special effects. They just they chalk it up to special effects.
And we can have a whole thing at the end where they're at like a concert and they're like, "Oh, you're like my," and then the mother's like, "You're like all three of my daughters." And then you
Yeah.
see like Rumi and she's like, oh yeah, it's so great, and then she's like, but you see that she's still a little sad because she had to give up on her family thing, and then we'll do the reveal at the end with her dad.
I mean, Bobby's gonna be
Um,
also in the concert too, right? Kind of like in the last one where he's just
No,
like,
he just
"Oh
fired. No, I'm
man."
just kidding. Yeah, Bobby's just gone. Like,
No, I was going to say like
Bobby
I kind of want
overdoses.
them to let.
Yeah. They
So
found him in a
effed up.
river. Oh my gosh.
Well, I was going to say like I think it'd be very charming if they let Bobby get the final hit on the demon.
I love that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I agree.
Yeah, they're like, when they finally get together, they're like, oh, we have to do the most important thing. We have to do the hardest thing. We have to apologize to Bobby. And they're like, we're so sorry.
Like, so that it doesn't take away from like the final win.
Yeah.
It can be like the Demon King coming out of something in the song. The three of them have to work together to seal away the Demon King that they're letting out, and then, but the producer's still there, and they let Bobby finish that off.
Yeah.
So that the producer can be dead, and then they turn to deal with the Demon King, and then they pull him back in, or they push him back into hell.
Yeah. The purple zone.
I think that works, fellas.
I love it. It was fun.
I think
Yeah.
we did it.
That's all of it, right?
Thank you all so much. Yeah, no. I think we got it. I think that wraps
and then
up pretty nicely.
And then the post credits, we
it's
see
an-
you need to get your daughter here. You need to get your daughter in check, and we see Rumi's dad.
Yes.
I
Who is voiced by
love that.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Motherfucker.
That's the one thing that like I
Yeah.
got it after the first time they were gonna do a sequel, but like every end credit sequence, Samuel
That's funny.
L. Jackson has a comeback.
That's enough they
Like,
could
we're
get him
not done
for.
yet.
He's
Yeah.
also, if he did it this way, he's also plays Garfield's dad in a Garfield movie. And so he has a long tradition. I thought it went.
No, you guys were fantastic today.
Yeah, this was fun. This is fun. So it's a fun show, and to be honest with you, it's nice when there's not like a shitload of lore and baggage. But that's also my preference is to like just find new things.
Yeah. There's not a lot of rules in the
Yeah.
beginning where it's just like, okay, like I gotta follow all these things. They're
That's
very, very
why-
broad, which is great.
That's why I enjoyed Monster
No.
High, because I was just like, well, this week it's this. This episode. What were you saying, Brian? I'm sorry I cut you off.
No. I'm just trying to do the compliment fest.
Go. Well, we're
No,
listening.
you guys, you all were great. You were a wonderful guide as the showrunner, Phil, and Hermie. Like, I feel like your knowledge of the music industry was really able to help us flesh out a lot of this producer. And it was a lot of fun. You guys really and a lot of the things that I threw out there,
great
and I
stuff.
appreciate both of you.
No, always you
You
always
guys
come with the
are super
archetypes and the
talented.
connective tissue. So thank you all. Thank you everybody who watched. We really appreciate it. And
Like and subscribe.
And with that, pencils down.
Remember to put your notes and pitches in the comments, and we'll read our favorites on next week's show.
And hey, while you're at it, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Let's build this community together. Oh, also, the bell icon's there, so why don't you ring my bell so that you never miss any updates?
And the like button too, Phil. That's important.
Oh, right, yes. Thank you, Brian.